Welcome Libra to your August predictions reading. I was just getting things still set up, so hopefully it wasn't too much of a delay for you. Welcome. This is intended for, for August, for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. We are getting August predictions. I do have more information in the description box about what you can expect in this reading, and also just the format that we're going to follow. If you are watching live, please feel free to comment or ask questions, and I'll do my best to answer. Goodness, I haven't spoken out loud in over an hour, so my speech is not here, but please be gentle with me as I warm up and tune into your energy. So without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and open your reading. Now is a good time to set your intentions and also think about whatever questions you may have or answers that you're seeking when it comes to August specifically. Spirit, please tune me into Libra's energy. Please help me offer Libra the most clear, honest messages for their reading. I think the messages aren't going to be a problem. It might be me. Like, Mercury is in retrograde and my mouth is not working, but we'll try our best. Let's start by getting a oracle card, which will tell us your main theme. This is going to tell us your main theme for the month of August, and then we'll go from there. Spirit, for Libras, what can Libra expect in the month of August? Hi Anna, you're very welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in and for exchanging energy. We have conjunction coming out with waning crescent at the back of the deck. Ooh, I've got the shakes. Interesting. So when it comes to August, this is straight away a feeling of something coming full circle, and there's a silver lining. So it is a good feeling, this card. It's not that kind of feeling where when something's coming to an end, we are sad. We're actually looking at this and feeling relief that it's coming to an end. And it might be something that feels a bit too good to be true. The end of one cycle and the potential new beginning for more. So even though we're not 100% sure what we're moving towards, there's a lot of relief about what we're leaving behind and of what could change for the better moving forward. Now, this affects more than just yourself. We can see these two moths here, and they make me think that there's other people involved in this and that you feel happy about what this could mean for other people. But we can also see here this caterpillar, which represents like a younger version of you that may have been doing the best that they could. You know, this younger version of yourself may not have felt like it was doing things the right way, but that's where hindsight is a wonderful thing. You can look back and go, goodness, if I could go back, this is what I'd do different. But we have to appreciate that at the time, you were doing the best that you could, Libra, with what you had. So this is a reflective month for you. You're looking back at a younger version of yourself, and you may be even surrounded by younger people this month, younger like children who are maybe family members, or even if they're not, there's themes here of looking back at yourself when you were younger and being more at peace with who you used to be. With this conjunction card, the main energy for August is about things sort of coming to a head. Things are feeling like they're coming to a point. They're starting to feel like they're coming into alignment, and conjunction can feel like two opposing energies are actually coming together. And instead of the energies not being able to see eye to eye or agree, it feels like it's all kind of working out. And I'm actually hearing for once. So this energy feels very hopeful. It feels like it's about negotiating, and it's also about being honest with yourself. And there might be some hard feelings involved of needing to kind of let things go, either things that somebody else did to you, or even having to be at peace with some of the things that you did in the past, because we're not taking that forward with us. We're using this conjunction moment where things are coming to a head to be able to decide and redefine who we are and act appropriately this time. And it does feel like this time, whatever this is, it's either been a long time coming, or it involves you coming to the table with somebody who you've had tension or conflict with in the past, and finally being able to come to some sort of resolution, some sort of understanding. Now, this is tricky, so I do want to get out other cards, and I want to make sure that we're having a look at those 3 key areas of your life. We'll start with your love life. Spirit, what can Libra expect in their love life? What is the main theme in Libra's love life in August? What is the main theme in Libra's love life in August? Chiron reversed. Wow. The wounded warrior. Some wounds never heal. But with this card reversed, we're accepting it and we're moving forward. We're not carrying other people's wounds. We're doing what we can. And in some cases, sweet soul, I actually feel like you're swallowing your pride a little bit, but we'll see what Tarot has to say. So Spirit, what can you tell us about Libra's money? What is the main theme with their money in August? What card best describes? So we have Aquarius. It is air energy. It is reversed as well. And this is about your finances. Interesting perspective. You might need to lock down on your finances. Try not to get too carried away with the future yet. But there are some big ideas coming about your money. You might be hearing about opportunities in the future, or just thinking about things that you could do that are quite big, quite different. Could involve, relocating or physically traveling to another place, relocating for work, or trying to find some sort of way of making money for you that kind of brings your freedom, your financial freedom, especially if you share your finances with somebody else, or if your money's tied up in something else. August is a month where you're trying to find solutions to be more financially independent and free. Let's have a look at your lifestyle. What main theme can you tell us about Libra's lifestyle in August? Okay, Pallas Athena. This is a collective energy. It's come out for quite a few of the groups. It's an energy that's very comfortable in your sign. I actually think that this is an interesting thing for you to have, though, sweet soul. Usually this card is about taking care of yourself and your community, which is something that Venus inspires in Pallas Athena. But when it's reversed, you're feeling like you're kind of pulled between what you want to do or what you need to do and what you are having to do for your community. And your lifestyle represents friends and family. So we have your love interest here, but we've got friends and family over there. So it could feel like maybe their expectations of you are at times unrealistic, or that you need to reprioritize and be more self-focused and try not to get carried away with what people you love expect of you. At the back of the deck is Eris, so we have some pretty strong themes for you, Libra. Eris makes me think that this month is going to be about trying to find ways, like creative solutions. This is an asteroid that represents destruction, and it can be a good thing. We could be destroying obstacles and challenges, but it can also feel like at times we're self-destructing a little bit and you're triggered. Someone's triggering you in August, but it's nothing new. Whoever this is, they've been a trigger. But August is the month where you get to decide, well, how do I move through this? What's my solution? What do I do? Because I don't want to feel like this. I don't want these sorts of challenges in my way. And I don't want this to stop me. So let's start with your love life. We'll keep these cards out and we're going to get some tarot now. Spirit, what can you tell us about Libra's love life in the month of August? What is going on here with Chiron and Eris? Some very Mars-y energies here, really. Chiron is like after the battle. So an old wound resurfacing in your love life. Spirit, it could even be about jealousy and possessiveness. What is going on in Libra's love life in August? What can you tell them? Okay, we just need, thank you. Cards are coming out in really weird ways. So I'm a bit like, I feel like the energy in your love life is hesitant. There's this hesitant energy, and it could even feel like walking on eggshells a little bit, or trying to find a very tentative way to move forward, because the cards are being very tentative in coming out. Spirit, what can you tell us about Libra's love life? Okay, we have, main character energy at the end. This is the Ten of Swords. This is the Two of Wands. But they have different meanings. Well, not completely different. Similar, but I think more in-depth meanings in this deck. More spiritual meanings. With Journey at the back of your tarot for love, this is our Six of Swords. Your love life is going through a cycle in August that represents a journey that you've already been on. You've been going through this, and in August, you have the chance to move forward. This card is saying you have the chance to move forward towards calmer waters, towards peace, and towards some sort of mutual understanding. And you don't have to make everybody happy, but you should do what is going to make your conscience happy with the Six of Blades, making sure that moving forward is something that feels almost liberating, sweet soul. Feels like it's very freeing. And this canoe, like we only see one person here for a reason. In many representations of this card, there's only one or two, maybe three people in that vessel as it moves forward. And that's symbolic of the fact that you can't make everybody happy when it comes to choosing what to do, what is best. So you, at the very least, you've got to do what is right for yourself. And with this Six of Swords, you're also going to be making somebody else happy as well. So whoever else has an interest in this choice, you know, there's somebody else here that feels like, yes, that was the right thing for you to do. Now, this is an old wound, so it didn't start in August, but you're trying to resolve it in August. And you do have a decision here. It could go either way, left or right, this or that, me or them, that kind of energy. With the Two of Pipes, it's called the Trapper for a reason. This energy has ambition, has a plan, and also has a certain amount of intention and skill. So when it comes to your love life, whatever this decision is, you already have either prepared for it or thought about it, or there's an energy here of, I kind of know what I want to do. I have either imagined this scenario or I've been through something similar, and I feel well equipped to be able to make this decision. But when it is a two, it does feel like it's quite final. I don't know why, because technically twos are just the beginning, right? Twos are just the beginning. Things can always change in the future. Things can always, there's no such thing as something never, ever, ever, ever happening again. You could always find a way to try, or it's going to work out in a way where you may not even regret. But for some reason, this feels like pressure. It feels like you have pressure here to try to do the right thing. And it could be because of other people's expectations with this fiery energy, other people projecting their own desires for you. their own intentions for you, and you feeling like, okay, now I've got to juggle your expectations as well as what I want. But really, you are well equipped. And if you trust yourself and you stay focused on what you know of yourself, you won't let yourself down. You will probably be letting somebody else down, this 10 of Blades. Now, this card is ruined for a reason. It talks about a full cycle that has had a lot of pain in it, that has maybe taught us some really difficult lessons about betrayal and trust. And by the time we get to the end of that cycle, we just want to end it once and for all. It still hurts, but it's gonna hurt less after we end it. And we need the opportunity to heal. So the whole point of that card is to put it to an end so that we can start to heal. And really, when you think about the 10 of Swords originally, there's those 10 swords in your back. How can you heal if the blade is still there? So we're taking the blades out and we're giving ourselves and whoever else is involved the chance to heal. So big themes in your love life with the main character card at the end here. The whole reason that this is happening is so that you feel empowered, equipped, and ready for what you need and want in your future. And this is going to help you feel like you're in the driver's seat in your love life. You're the one making the important decisions. And you're also the one who is setting yourself up for success in the future. You're not letting other people get the best of you. You're not letting other people make choices for you. And you're not letting hurt and pain and suffering continue unnecessarily. So you're really addressing these unresolved cycles and finding a way to move forward that is ultimately going to give you the peace that you need. And you are making someone else happy. There's a harmonious outcome here where even if someone is not moving in the same direction that you are, they're at peace with your choice. So big themes, Libra, definitely big themes. I think I just need to focus on that as a whole. And we're going to have to move forward, sweet souls. We'll have a look at your money next. Your money was a little bit interesting with this Aquarius energy. Spirit, what is happening in Libra's money or with their money? What is happening with Libra's money in August? What is going on with Libra's money, Spirit, in August? Okay, we have the 1 Shields, which is the Ace of Pentacles. And we have the 9 of Blades, Polygamy. Oh. We also have the 3 of Shields, the Craftsman. At the back of the deck is the Stars. Wow. Okay, so look, this is similar energy. This is also Aquarius energy. Why do we feel like there's no way out? What's going on with your money? You need more freedom with your money. You need more independence, but you don't feel like you have it. You feel like your finances are keeping you trapped in something that you want to abandon or outgrow or be bigger than. And so there's a lot of dreaming and wishing, but there's also a feeling of, I can't though, not yet. And it could even feel like it's a little bit too far-fetched, too out there, too much of a dream that it's not even worth pursuing. But a seed is being planted on how you could possibly create more freedom and more independence when it comes to your money, how you make money, how you spend money, what you do for money, and also your future and how money can support your future. Now, this does feel very deflating, to say the least, but I think it's because there's things that you have to deal with in August. And, you know, these are the kinds of things that these dreams are the kinds of goals that you pursue when you don't have any other thing going on, when you don't have any other challenges or any other struggles. So you just don't have the capacity to pursue those dreams in August, but the seed is there. It's been planted and it feels like it's almost being flaunted in your face, the possibility of what it could be like. Now, it could be because your social media is filled with people living your dream life, or people that you know are out there living your dream life, and it's just everywhere. And it's really like, it's almost unavoidable and confronting, but it does feel like you are feeling trapped, or at least like you're stuck in something because of someone else, and you need more freedom. So the best way that I would describe it is there's something really personal that you need to feel more confident about before you pursue your financial goals with this. There is an opportunity coming in August, and it could be coming from an unlikely place, a surprise opportunity, someone you haven't heard from in a while, something you weren't expecting, something that just kind of trickles through the grapevine. But it is an opportunity that could, with the right amount of effort, give you that freedom that you're seeking, that financial freedom. The only thing is, because it's showing up as an ace, it may require a lot of risk, but it will also require time and effort. And so you're weighing it up and you're going, I like this opportunity, but do I have the capacity to turn it into something more? So with the 9 of Blades here, polygamy, you're likely to bounce this idea off of other people. And even though you know that technically, this is your life, it just feels like the choice isn't yours. It feels like you have to weigh up other people in some way. And when it comes to doing what you want to do, there's a feeling here of regret and guilt with your money. You might be needing to spend a lot of money on something in August, or put money away towards something. Or you could even be feeling like your money is going towards things that you don't want it to go towards anymore. But there's no denying that there's other influences with your finances that you're regretting and feeling like, I need to do something about this. And August seems to be the month where your epiphany moment comes. An opportunity and a solution presents itself. The only obstacle is your own fear in how to make it happen and what you can do to really work with this opportunity, because it doesn't seem to be perfect. It's like there's a catch, or there's risks involved. So with the craftsman here, collaborating with other people, helping other people, letting other people help you, seems to be one of the ways in which you are able to move forward and test this out. Could I turn this into something more? Let's give it a go. Let's ask my sister for some help. Let's get my neighbor involved, or let me talk to my boss, my colleague. This kind of help doesn't always mean that you're working on this with somebody else. It could mean that somebody's lending you their time and offering to take care of your kids or watch your house while you go and handle this. So asking other people for help is what helps you get your head around what your future could look like, and how you can regain a sense of, I want to say freedom, but the Stars card is more than that. You need to feel more hopeful about your money moving forward. And August is about facing the reality. It is feeling like a bit of a reality check, especially with Aquarius here. And it also feels like the solution involves friends and people who are able to help out of the goodness of their heart. Don't expect to be paid, but also have interest in you making the most out of this opportunity. So that's what I'm seeing for your finances. I hope that's enough information to help you feel empowered. enough to make those choices and seize those opportunities. And it's just a recurring theme, isn't it? The choices thing and needing to feel empowered enough to make those choices. So let's have a look at Pallas Athena now. Speaking of community, we saw some extra people popping up in your money reading with your lifestyle. Pallas Athena also talks about your community. So I'm keen to get some tarot out to figure out how your community fits into this part of your reading. Spirit, what can Libra expect in their lifestyle? We have the Maiden of Shields reversed. What can Libra expect? We have the Devil also reversed. What can Libra expect in August? And we have the Matriarch of Vessels, the Queen of Cups. At the back of the deck is, again, the Trapper, this time reversed. So, goodness, there are some people that it almost feels like you're avoiding because you don't want them to say, I told you so. You are a Libra. You need to feel like the main decision maker in your life, and you need to feel like your partnerships, your relationships support you and ultimately allow you to be a part of the decision-making process. So if it feels like someone's passing judgment over you and not giving you the chance to express yourself or share your side of the story, like that's an immediate block in that connection. I don't think it's getting to that point in August though. It more so feels like what's happening here is someone in our either friend group or family needs to be kept at a distance for a reason. Because they take advantage of us when we're not doing well, and they try to use it to push their own agenda or to actually enable us rather than support us genuinely. So your lifestyle shows you trying to adopt more mature habits, more mature kind of interests with this Maiden of Shields reversed, ways that you can strengthen the person you want to grow into, regardless of age. You're trying to grow, and yet you've got people around you that are trying to keep you stuck in a version of yourself you don't want to be anymore. And it could feel like there's a lot of negative influences, or that you're in a dynamic where you kind of bounce off each other's chaos and enable each other. So there's some sort of light being shed here, and it feels complicated because the Trapper card reversed, remember when it was upright, you were in the power seat. You had full control and you were feeling like, okay, I got this. Yes, other people have expectations, but I can do this. And that was for your love life. Looking at a platonic connection, it's hard to feel the same kind of confidence. For some reason, you're doubting whether or not you should make a serious decision about this platonic connection. I don't feel like it's the right time, or that I should completely cut them off. Or worse, sweet souls, you don't want to be cut off from them, because maybe they're the ones that are usually out here destroying things with Eris reverse. So you could be trying to like walk around on eggshells a little bit around this destroyer and trying not to piss them off too much is what it feels like. But I do think you have to be careful, because this card is here for a reason. In August, your support network is important for a reason. There's lots of other cards that could talk about avoiding people, but it's not that you're avoiding everyone. You're actually trying to stay connected to the people in your community who you do care about, because like we saw in your finances, they're important. Them helping you out and, you know, being able to spend time with you is important to you under the right terms. But there's a specific person here that you are trying to avoid. So, and for rightful reasons. You don't like the version of yourself that you are when you're around them. And with the matriarch of vessels, this is our queen of cups. You're trying not to let that person get the best of your August month. Whatever they're going through, whatever chaos they're in, whatever destruction they're in, it's not going to ruin your chance to feel love and share love with your friends and family, and to be a good person with this matriarch of vessels. There's a lot of heartwarming moments happening in August that truly feel like a beautiful moment of things coming to a head for the right reasons. And remember, you are seeing silver linings. So whatever this is, there is a feeling of a silver lining. It's not for no reason. You're protecting your peace, you're protecting your loved ones, and you're relying on them to also protect you so that you can enjoy your free time, which is all a part of your lifestyle, building these new habits that help you feel like a more growth, sort of a more developed version of yourself, that help you leave a version of yourself behind that you're ready to say goodbye to. And it may not feel like it's a complete break, but it's the kind of protection that you need right now to be able to enjoy whatever moments you can have in your free time with your loved ones, and when you're not working, and when you're just trying to, I want to say relax, but there could be like a loved one's birthday or family gathering that this is specifically referring to in August. So that is what I'm seeing for you, Libra. I hope that was a helpful reading with lots of helpful information. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, and your patience while I got through that tongue twister in the beginning. Mercury is truly affecting me today. I appreciate you for exchanging energy with me and letting me read for you. As we part ways, I wish you peace, prosperity, abundance, happiness, health, wealth, success, and joy on your journey ahead. Look after your beautiful self. And look, all those themes at the beginning, like that is what I want to leave you with. Just a beautiful, big, warm hug. You've got this. Until we meet again. Bye.